Welcome to episode 2 of Millennials Ruin Quilting.
So I know on our last episode we said we were going to tell you everything you needed to know about getting started quilting. We lied.
A little bit.
Yeah, we're going to tell you some of the things because you really don't need a lot to get started quilting.
No.
And that's one of the beautiful things about this hobby.
Yeah. And then when you do want to get a lot, there's so many good things you can buy.
So many. And you're going to want to buy pretty much all of them. Because I know we have.
Pretty
And we
much.
wanted to buy it. I don't think we've bought everything.
Not yet. Not yet.
I think between the two of us and my mom.
Yeah. Then we might
Mom.
have everything.
Yeah. So, there's really, 6 or 7 basic things that you
I don't
need?
know. That's math.
Well, it's counting. You have more fingers than that.
Yeah. Yeah, you need some stuff is really what we're getting at here.
Yeah, so you need, first and foremost, well, I guess
A sewing
not even,
machine.
Yeah.
You don't, okay.
You don't
For millennial
need it.
quilting,
Yes, you do.
you need a sewing machine.
Because we're not doing that by hand. Some things are by hand, but
Yeah.
not the piecing, not the majority of it. Most of what we do is on machines.
Yeah, and you might get into that doing English paper piecing, but when you're starting, make life easier. Just start with a sewing machine. And I started, like I said, my mom got me one, like a $200 Target sewing machine. I didn't last long with it, but you don't need top of the line when you start.
You don't. I started, my mom gave me her old Viking 1 Plus, which when she bought it was probably one of the top of the line machines. And then she gave it to me maybe 15, 20 years later.
Yeah.
And it was a great machine. It worked really well.
Yeah.
It did everything I needed it to do. And, now I have a couple different machines that I like, but some of my favorites are just my basic straight stitch machines.
Yep. You
So-
don't need really, when I'm just quilting, 99% of the time, I'm using a straight 1/4 inch stitch.
Yep.
Nothing
So-
fancy.
So go, check them out online, go to your local sewing machine shop, and just talk to them. Find out what kind of machine is going to be best for you and what kind of
On your
things
budget
wanna
and what
do.
you want to do with it. Yeah. So, and we can go more into machines later. Make sure you check out the link below, go to our website, and tell us what you want to hear, and we'll make sure we do more of that along the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're here for you. Okay. So what else do you
So
need?
what else do you need? Scissors.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to cut stuff. Not people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And make sure that you're not cutting paper with your fabric scissors.
Unless you want to buy new cute ones. But no, yeah, don't do
Yeah.
that because it'll dull them out really fast. Paper dulls out scissors and rotary blades, which is the next thing you need. And what size is this, Colleen?
This is a 45 millimeter.
Yeah, so the one you'll use more often than not, ooh, I left that one open, is a 45 millimeter. Eventually later you might need a bigger or smaller.
Or smaller.
Yeah. Ooh, we'll show it on both cameras so you can see it up close. Yeah, but this is the go-to one. When you're getting started, this is what you need. And there's all kinds of brands. You can get them at your big box store, Amazon, local quilt shop, wherever you want to go.
I like this one because I cut with both my right and left hand, so I can either go like that, and then it's very easy for me to switch and cut with my other hand.
Great tip. Yeah.
Lots of fun. So if you're like me and you're somewhat ambidextrous, find a rotary cutter that's going to work for you.
Next, really important, is this big thing here, a cutting mat.
I know, we put a lot of stuff on top of it. But
Yeah, as you just get used to it. This one is 24 by 36, and that's probably the size you're gonna want because when fabric comes on the bolt, the yardage, this really fits perfectly, and you're gonna get the most bang for your buck with your cutting with this size. And if you're worried about space, most quilters, we just start at our kitchen table. You guys don't need to eat; it's fine.
Yeah, you can eat on your sofa.
Yeah.
Also, you just want to make sure you can store them flat. So I store mine behind my sideboard. Because that way it's just going to stay straight up. I used to store it under my sofa, but I can no longer access underneath the sofa as easily as I used to.
Bodies?
Yeah. Well, stuff.
It happens. People
It
get in the
does.
way of quilting, and you gotta do what you gotta do. All right.
Next, seam ripper.
For when you've had too much to drink at the quilting table.
Or when, sometimes you're just not paying attention. Maybe it's late. Maybe you didn't sleep well. There's lots of reasons why you could make a mistake.
And you will.
And you will make
we
a mistake.
We all do, all the time.
So your seam ripper is going to be your best friend. You just kind of lift up the seams and...
Yeah.
I like this one because it has this neat little beehive looking thing on the top. Kind And what that does is after you've ripped up your stitches, you just drag it along and it just picks up all those little fabric bits.
That's really
string
cool.
bits.
I just got one of those and I use that all the time. I'd always kind of use this basic clover one, and you can get these anywhere, and they do a great job at cutting. You know what? Maybe that's what this rubber thing's for. Do you do the same
I
thing?
think it's more like a grip thing.
Okay. All right. I got excited.
You do.
But yeah, a seam ripper you have to have. You're going to screw up. We all do, all the time. Or you're going to want to do something different. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm ready for something different. Marking pens. Not super important. You can just use a regular pen or pencil, but these ones, they're the friction. They're nice. You can get them at the office stores or at your quilt stores. I like this one because it's clicky, and I like clicky pens.
They're also magic. It's really exciting. If you color on most fabric with them, or draw, you use your iron, I can't talk, your iron without steam, and it just disappears. Although, if you live in a cold climate, I've heard they come back, or if you keep your quilts in the freezer or something.
Probably.
Okay.
Where do you keep your quilts?
All over the place. I have so many. There's not one spot for them anymore, but not in the freezer.
Not in the freezer.
I'm not a weirdo.
I think that's, I mean,
those are the
essentials.
Staples. You also will need, I use pins. I found them helpful when I was starting. Yeah, I hate using them now. I hate bleeding on the quilt. I hate poking myself, but they're nice to have. You do need them for some things.
Very stabby.
Yeah, especially these long ones. Just get some.
I prefer to pins. I prefer these little clips. They hold fabric just as well, and they're much easier. They are safer because they won't stab you. Although it's probably annoying if somebody keeps poking you with it.
A little bit, yeah, but just a smidge. That's why I'm having a glass of, I'm gonna have more.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, you need an iron. I think everyone, well, millennials might not have those.
I mean, I feel like we still like to look nice. Although, to be fair, I do buy mostly cotton stuff that does not wrinkle.
Yeah, that's why they
so
have
I can just take it out of the dryer and
now.
shake it out.
Yeah, but you will need an iron. One that gets hot is good, and some kind of ironing board or mat. I've made my own. You can make your own. It's not a big deal, but you'll need one.
Yep.
And that's really all you need.
Oh, rulers.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you do need a ruler.
You do need a ruler.
You will
will not cut
look a hot
straight.
mess. This is my favorite ruler. Just kind of a long. What is this?
24.
24 inches. A long ruler is great because you can cut the length of the fabric. You can hit your friends. It's just a great thing to have around.
That's why she doesn't have many.
I know. But now I have a lot because everyone wants quilts.
True.
If you're my friend, you usually get a quilt. She hasn't gotten one yet, though.
I make my own.
That's true. All right. And yeah, beware when you start quilting. Everyone's gonna ask you for a quilt.
Yeah, they'll ask you for a blanket.
That's true. You'll have to explain to them what it is. Okay, and now the best part of quilting.
Best part of quilting.
Okay, I'm
My
so
God.
excited. I'm gonna reach under the table. So I went shopping.
Of course you did.
I know. I have a problem.
It was a huge problem.
And I bought
know where
some
to put
beautiful, beautiful fabric. And we have to move all our drinks and all our stuff.
Just gonna push it all this way.
Yeah. That's how we do.
That's how we clean. Just push it over somewhere else. Get it out of the way.
And I bought, because we have Halloween coming just around the corner. And so I found, look what I found, Colleen.
Oh, this is neat.
These really beautiful fabrics. Who makes these?
These are Alexander Henry, I believe.
Love Alexander Henry. Just kind of spooky, creepy, fun fabrics for Halloween. I want to. Okay.
I'm not doing that.
Calm down. You can't take her anywhere. Anywhere.
We're in your
Anyway.
garage, man. I ain't going anywhere.
This is my studio. This isn't a garage. It's my garage. My poor husband. Okay. So I just thought it was fun and creepy,
fun.
and I kind of wanted. I don't know
like
what
you.
I'm doing with it. Yeah, thanks. Fun and creepy. But this is great. It reminds me of the Haunted Mansion, and I love it. And it comes with this great little part of the collection.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, nice coffin.
Fun. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but
Well, you'll figure something out.
yeah, there's always something to make.
There's
And then
always something.
I'm also super excited, Colleen.
Okay.
Okay.
She would not shut up about this for the longest time.
Okay, once you start quilting, if you already quilt, Tula Pink. Okay, she's amazing. She creates these beautiful, beautiful, vibrant, fun, modern fabrics. This is Tula Pink and the De La Luna line, which ever since it was announced, I've been kind of saving up for. Super excited. I got the whole line because I'm weird like that. And
My God.
don't judge me.
Did you save any for the rest of the shop?
I just saved like 2 yards. They're fine.
That's like substantial.
I'm gonna make a million things with it. That's good
What are you
for
gonna
a
make?
backing, a quilt, some pillows. Get a fussy cut, maybe put it on a jacket. I have got big ideas, people. But I'm really excited. I
Nice.
love fabric, and her stuff is great. It's
Her stuff is
fantastic.
great. We both are pretty big fans.
Yeah, really modern.
The colors are just fantastic.
Yeah,
I love
I
bright
don't know if the
colors.
screen will do them justice, but they're amazing and bright and beautiful
So go to
and
your
quality.
local quilt store and ask if they have Tula Pink so you can see the colors in person.
Yes. Did you get anything
Um,
fun?
I did, so for those of you who don't know, I actually work at a quilt store in Livermore. It's called In Between Stitches. It's fantastic.
Check them out online. They're great.
They have a whole online shop and website. I really enjoy working there.
Thank you.
And yeah, no problem. So the other day I was flipping through. I need to be better about reading through magazines and stuff because there's a lot of great quilting magazines out there. But I was just kind of flipping through one casually, and this quilt that's, it's just a wall hanging. It's nothing big, but it caught my eye because the colors were just so stunning. It was a log cabin quilt, which is just kind of like, like if you Google log cabin quilt, you'll see a picture. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They're really kind of neat.
They're
It's
kind
a very-
of blocks that twist into each other,
Yeah.
almost in like a spiral.
And it's
way.
it's a very traditional block, but when you put like modern fabrics with it, it just has a really kind of unique look. And what caught my eye on this one was that it was done with kind of a white and taupey background, and then a light turquoise and a dark turquoise in the middle with lime green accents. So I had to make it. Unfortunately, all of the fabrics, well, not unfortunately, I mean, Alison Glass is another one of my favorite designers. I love the colors that she uses, the prints that she comes up with. What's unfortunate is that my shop was a little low on her prints, so I snagged the lime that they had used in the quilt, and then I had to fill in the rest on my own. So I immediately was drawn to like this bright turquoise because the color is just so awesome. It looked fantastic with the lime, and I was
Beautiful.
over the moon. And you were there that day.
Yeah.
I walked around the entire store like 15 times, and I brought fabric. You tried to find bolts, and nothing was working.
Yeah.
And I was so just kind of like, oh my God, this is never going to work. I need this fabric right now. I can't find it. What am I going to do? I was beside myself. So I put it away for a bit, and I stepped back. And then I walked across this other bolt that, it's been in the store for a while. And I kind of looked, I was like, that's kind of the right color that I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So I found it, and I brought it over, and it wasn't really clicking for me. But then I remember that neat trick with your cell phone.
Yeah.
Because cell phones are very helpful for quilting.
And I didn't know this until you told me, and I'm ecstatic to try it next time I'm at the quilt shop.
So this was my fabric that I found. Put it under here so you can see a nice close-up of it. And when I had the bolts right next to each other, it wasn't working. It didn't click in my head. But the cool thing about using your phone is the camera on it actually really helps you see the value in the colors, which is such a cool trick because you take the picture and then you look at it at your phone and you stop looking at it, in person.
Yeah.
And you can actually see, like, oh yeah, that actually works really well. Those look great together.
Yeah.
But I was so hung up on the exact perfect fabric that I didn't see that it was right in front of me, and I just was refusing to acknowledge it because nothing had been perfect.
Yeah. But it looks great.
Yeah, I'm actually really stoked to make this quilt. We didn't really have anything in the taupe family, so I just grabbed a couple tonal whites, but that's not the focus.
Yeah.
For me, the focus was going to be the turquoises and the lime.
And I like it with that crisp kind of more white.
I do too.
And tone on tone white. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm very excited, and I can't wait to make this, and hopefully I'll have it on maybe the next episode,
Yeah.
but like on a future episode for sure.
Yeah. Well, definitely. We want to
Look
do
for
like
it
a lot of
behind
show and
us.
tell. Yes.
We're going to be showcasing things we make behind us. This is a loaner from the store because I forgot all my quilts at home, and I live far away. I know, you can't count on me for things.
No.
But I can find stuff in a pinch.
There you
Thank you,
go.
Leslie and Melissa, for letting us borrow
Thank you.
the Bright
And
Side
it's beautiful,
quilts.
and I think I match it.
You do.
So it's kind of
It's because you like to look on the bright side of life.
Sure, yeah. I like to look at quilts. Mm-hmm. Well, this is really fun. I love finding new fabrics, and especially when something works like that. I'm really excited to try that in our shop.
Try the cell phone trick. It's actually really nice. You might see some quilters come. There was this rose thing, it's like a red piece of plastic or something. I don't know. And you were supposed to be able to see what was light, medium, and dark.
Oh, I have seen that. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. Now I know.
Yeah, so that was the point of that. So if somebody was looking through, because when the red, it takes away all the other colors, so all you see is if it's light, medium, or dark.
Oh.
Your cell phone can kind of do the same thing. And that's like one less thing you have to buy.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't have a cell phone with a camera?
I like taking a picture. I always have my phone, take it, and then you can refer back to it later. That's a great idea. I love that. That's a great combination. I can't wait to see it, Colleen.
I know.
Super cute. So now what?
Well,
I didn't buy anything else this week. I've been really good.
I don't believe that.
I have been. Oh no, I lied. I did buy more. I bought those fat quarters at the shop. But I hid those when I came home, so I don't have them out to show you. But I'll show them next time. Maybe we should do a show and tell every week.
We should do a show and tell every week.
That means we have to shop. Now we have an excuse.
Or we have to make stuff from our stash.
That's less fun.
It is less fun. Okay, how about at least one fabric has to be from your stash, and
That's a great idea.
That'll be our challenge.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
And please join us in this challenge. So you can you can go buy new fabric if you want, but pull something from your stash and incorporate it into your next project.
Yeah.
And please post it on our website, share it with us on Instagram. We'd love to see it.
Great idea. I can't wait to see what everybody comes up with. I'm super stoked.
Me too.
Okay. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good luck on your next project.
And remember, it's not a race.
It's not. I'm faster than her. That's why she says that. I'm a lot.
She's not. She has more free time.
Here's to episode 2. Hopefully we'll see you next week
On episode 3
of Millennials Ruin Quilting.
Good night, everybody.